The perfect cleanse and reboot for a healthy immune system. Natural. Miracle food is suitable for all ages.
And so I said, all right, let's ride out. And that was it.
I think it's a perfect time to kind of segue into what I want to talk about as far as something we discuss a lot on this platform, and that's the current state of hip hop and some of the roots and the reasonings as to why we see some of the things that we see, some of the negativity that we see. And a lot of people that we have on here, in particular in the hip hop genre, we'd like to ask them, does the labels, do the higher ups have a responsibility in some of the negativity that we hear being promoted on our radio stations and on our platforms? Because hip hop was based and was bred on positivity, uplifting and when we started hearing lyrics, they were positive and uplifting lyrics. And eventually throughout time that began to change. It began to change from a narration of what was going on to a glamorization of something very negative. Do the labels, in your opinion, have a responsibility, or do they take culpability in what we hear in the negativity in hip hop today?
The record labels have no responsibility to the type of music that is put out by these artists. They are a corporation that has board members, and the bottom line is for them to make money. And they don't care where you come from. They don't care what you do, how you sell your soul out, as long as you help them reach the bottom line. So if you thinking about a record label caring about your community, or any type of entity that deals with entertainment caring about your community, you crazy. And these artists, you might want to get signed to one of these labels, but trust and believe that their bottom line is to make money, not to take care of and make your community safer.
Thank you for that.
Right. So would you say that it's like, you kind of already answered it, but I want to, get in this way. There's no morality in that at all. It's just like, all right, I don't care if they're doing this. We're here to make money, and that's that. You think they can sleep well at night with that type of ideology? The labels?
Oh yeah, the record labels could sleep real well as long as they reach their bottom line. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about your family. They don't care. And the agents that they have working for them. I mean, like, mind you, these are people that are just they're that work for this corporation. They don't care about you. Like, why? Because they're getting a check, and why would they care about you? Their interest is in what their Wall Street is, and how they're doing, across the country. It's not, I get crazy when I think about it, because, I always thought that, you could go up and, we can get a balance of, some good positive hip hop, and you guys can still do that at the label. There was a time when that did exist, and there were some artists, some record label A&R people that were like, yeah, let's sign Public Enemy, let's sign KRS-One, let's sign X-Clan, and these groups. And then one day, some guy in the boardroom said, so these guys are not selling as much as these other guys who are talking about shooting and killing and beating up women. So why are we signing these guys? Let's just sign the guys that are shooting, killing, and beating up women. We need more artists like them. We don't need no more KRS-Ones and Public Enemies and X-Clans and anybody doing positive. Dead Prez. Cut that. We don't need that no more. And that's the bottom line. So they cut the fat and said, that's it. We don't need that. And this is what we're going with. And we're going to make it even now. So it's going to sound similar. We have to be real careful. And I was reading, I think it was will.i.am said this, that the algorithms on the internet can tell us exactly what type of music we really, really like. You might say you like something, but the algorithms will tell you what you really like. You guys know that. You guys are in that space. And we have to be careful because one day they're going to create an artist and they're going to create a whole music video and the whole project based upon algorithms that we really, really like. And you're not going to know if it's real or fake. It's going to exist.
So, in your opinion, is this a racial issue? Do they look at us as Black men and Black women as, okay, we're easily disposable? Or is this just simply a money situation? This is simply green and ain't got no color to it. This is all about the money and the dollar bill and the end goal.
Well, it's definitely all about the green, the money and the dollar bill. Now, it can become a racial thing when you start, taking it too far. Like you believe that, you can just take advantage of people because of their skin color,
right.
So does that happen? All the time. So at the end of the day, the existence of Black people in this country was for slavery.
Yeah.
And, so that's the way the corporation looks at it. And so we have to remember that. Maybe hip hop is no different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Nigga said, oh God, you the man, Cass. I spit white like a clan mask. And I'm a hustler, I could stand out on the beach and sell sandbags. Some things can't last, but this ain't just a podcast. This is Sam Ant and Oh God, Cass. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam Ant riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam Ant riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Go gang.